Hello my friends, welcome back. I'm Chisco Gaming, and in today's video, I want to showcase and document what the feast event was like in Whiteout Survival, because there's two components. The first part we did in the anniversary event, and we went and we made dishes, but this second part was completely insane. Basically, the way that it works is you drop a feast table, and the quality of your feast table depends on how your alliance ranked in the food, dish, preparation stages of the event. And for about, I think it was an hour, basically the feast would drop down tables. You would go and pick them up and get a bunch of rewards for it. And it was a lot of rewards. This was really awesome. I wanted to record this in part for posterity, because by the time this video goes live, it's not going to be all that helpful for people during the event. You'll have seen it by now, and the event will almost certainly have concluded by the time this vid goes up. But anytime this event sort of shows up again in the future, this will be here for you to look at. And basically, you build this feast table, okay? And you can view the feast in here. At this point, our feast is ended, but as officers, we got to set down the table and people could go feast for an hour. And not only was it dropping out different types of food based on the feast quality that you got, as I was describing earlier, but also you could go and buy bundles. And by the way, I got 11th in the city theme competition, womp womp, but like I wasn't pushing for it, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Sure. Truly. Anyways, there were these additional bundles that you could buy, and when you bought one of these bundles, it would throw down a feast that everybody could go and pull from. And you would get a chance to grab some of the loot from one of these over here. These things were just crazy, man. I did a $50 feast, a couple of $20 feasts, 5 of the $5 feasts. I mean, next thing you know, it dropped to like $100 on feasts. But it was actually Withroad from our alliance who I think said it best when he was like, look, it's for the team, all right? Whether or not it is the absolute best value for, the person buying the feast, debatable. A 2,200% bundle or 2,100% bundle is not insane. You can get better. But, when you factor in all the stuff that the whole team gets, seemed pretty worth to me. So for those wondering sort of how much feasting we did, we can go in over here, check the feast list, go to squad, and you can look at exactly what feasts were dropped, which is kind of cool, right? Kind of neat. You can see I dropped my tables over there. The tables have different names. When I first saw this event, I was kind of worried that you were going to have to like pick people to put at different tables. And I was like, oh man, like, I don't know. It's going to be weird because some people get the good stuff and other people don't. But look at all the loot that dropped from this one picnic table. And like the more people you have in your alliance that can pull, that are active, obviously like the more total loot is getting distributed. I mean, dude, so much freaking loot. So yeah, I think Withroad was like bang on that the loot is just completely nuts here when you factor in like your entire alliance getting all the stuff, right? And let's see here. My dining records are over here. Reward overview. Wow. Is this everything I got from all tables? That's sick. What a cool display, honestly. Because like at an individual level, it's kind of hard to keep track. And I'm sure, some alliances have more spenders and they got more stuff. And other alliances, have less spenders. They look at that amount of stuff and they're like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, if you wanted to feast, you just hit nearby table and it would take you to the nearest table, which was really cool. I don't know if the tables are still down at the time that I'm recording this. I think maybe they got kind of picked up because I already ate at them. But, I recorded footage and I'll have shown that on screen earlier of everybody feasting at all the different sites, which was honestly a lot of fun. So all in all, feast event, very poggers. Definitely schedule a time with your alliance because the feasting is super real. I mean, I tagged my alliance on Discord, links in the description for a public section of our Discord server that you could access. But I tagged, all our members. I was like, bro, get on because we are freaking feasting, man. GG's. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Account update real quick. I'm at 109, almost 110 million power. I'm on my way to FC2, I guess. Would you call this 1.2? How do we notate this so people know where I'm at? 1.2. I'm on my way. Let's see. Okay. I saw a little something over here. 0 out of 32. What's going on over here? Nobody's feasting right now? Whatever. I got my fancy meal set up. GG's. What else do I want to show? The Dawn Feast event. There was a little button in the bottom right while the feast was happening that made it like really easy to get into here. I suppose I can show you all the rules here in case, for posterity, somebody wanted to go and understand the details of this event in the future if it were to show up again. But you can see here that the Feastmaster's Hall, which was the highest tier of the sort of feast table you could get based on how many dishes your alliance prepared, had way more stuff that it dropped. So not only do player feasts go out that last for 24 hours, but during the feast itself, that 1 hour window, there were tables that would drop for like 5 minutes. So for a limited time, you could go in and visit those tables to get rewards. And here you can see kind of what the reward possibilities are for each of those tables, all right? The rustic table is very humble in comparison to the lavish table rewards, obviously. And if I go back to what I got over here in the dining records, you can even see the difference between here's a table that Pale One provided, a lavish table, and this rustic table came from the event itself and the sort of rewards that were dropped there. All right. And yeah. Look at all those tables, baby. GG. And the funny thing is that like you can peek in on like the spending that happened in other alliances. So I'll poke in on like, the second alliance from our group, SD2, as our second alliance. And like you can see the spending amount is obviously very different here. So that this shows the extra course history from the feast here. That's actually now we're just peeking in. Now I'm just curious. Ooh, we had some feasting go on, bro. Some good feasting in RTZ. And by the way, we are going to have migration to our server. At some point, we're going to have migration to our server. So if that's something that you want to do, consider joining the Discord server. We'll have some updates about that as soon as that happens. First things first, we got to have SVS. So SVS happens, and then we'll kind of go from there, right? I think after our first SVS, we can bring people into the server. That's how that works, right? And it's a little bit painful, truth be told, to be like hoarding up for SVS. Because like if I get a look at my arena power here, I'm at 16.1, but I'm like sandbagging over 1,000 essence stones, among many other things that I'm just like sitting on that I could use to upgrade stuff for my account, man. And I'm just chilling. It's like, it is what it is, but I'd like to win SVS prep. So here we are, just sitting here hoarding up stuff. Hopefully that works out for me. Guess we'll see. I'm missing out on a KOI win though. But Withroad, I think, is getting this KOI. So I saw he was pushing and I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to knock out my homie if he's up there at the top. I can just chill. I said I would chill for SVS prep. I am chilling for SVS prep. Hopefully it works out. GG. Enjoy the vid. Throw a like on here. Subscribe. I'm looking forward to some more videos. I think we're going to get season 3. I guess it's generation 3 of Heroes soon-ish. Before that, we'll have our SVS, though, and I'll stream that. Hopefully it goes well. Who knows, man? It all depends on who we get matched against, right? If we get a look at our state relative to others, I don't know. Is looking at neighboring states the way to think about this? We're not at the top for alliance power, but I think we're relatively young for our neighborhood. I could be wrong about that. But a lot of these other servers, I think, have consolidated into one ultra top alliance. And like we've got multiple alliances here that are high power. So that's, I don't know. Chat, I don't know. We'll see. Could be fun. Subscribe. You enjoy the vid, throw that like on here. I really appreciate it. Simple video, simple explanation. But when I wanted to know how this event worked, would have been handy if I had a video to go to. And maybe there was one out there and I could have looked a little bit better. But here you are. How does the feast work? It's in the vid. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.